Welcome to Spoken Reviews, home of the Spoken Reviews. Today, guys, we have the Asus ROG GL552 VW, and we will be taking it through a series of benchmarks. So sit back and enjoy. Alright, guys, and here we have the Geekbench 3 test. To be specific, this is going to be the 32-bit version of the test. You guys, you can see the single core score is 3502 and the multi-core score is 12688. So this is really impressive, really high. I've probably ran this test, 15 times. I've gotten it higher than this, but this seemed to be an average. So really impressive results for this test. Some of the highest results I've seen. This is really good for a budget PC. Alright, guys, and here we have the Unique Heaven benchmark results. Once again, the reason why I use Unique Heaven benchmark is because it's one of the best benchmarks out there. What it does is it actually simulates 26 different scenes with different frameworks and really tests the CPU and the graphics card. And this is one of the best ways to test and compare different computers. Now, as far as the FPS on this Asus GL, we're looking at 46.7 and a score of 1176. That's really, really good. As you can see, when it got pushed all the way to the max, the minimum FPS was 19.6 and the max was 85.4. So this is actually really, really impressive with this graphics card. And once again, this is the GeForce GTX 960M. Alright, guys, and here we have the Cinebench R15 test. For the OpenGL, we're looking at 46.92. I've ran this multiple times and I've actually gotten a little bit higher. The highest I've ever gotten is 50, which is extremely high for OpenGL, especially for this price range. And for the CPU test, we're looking at 670 CB, which again is super high. So really high performance on Cinebench R15, really impressed. Alright, guys, here we have the PC benchmark, and this is going to be a free benchmark test you can find in the Windows Store. It's a great benchmark and it lets you compare multiple Windows computers. So let's go ahead and jump into the disk write speed. We're looking at 77 for the write and 103 for the read. For linear, for 512K, we're looking at 47 and 28. And then for 4K, it's really, really slow, 0.44 and 0.46. So what the plans are is to update the SSD. So this one does come with 1 terabyte hard drive and an empty M.2 SSD slot. So you can put up to 256. So if I put 256 in here, I should be able to get 500 for the read and write. So that's probably the plan. CPU test, we're looking at 303 for the single thread. For the multi-thread, we're looking at 1260, which is really high. Once again, this is a quad core. That's where you're going to see that. For the RAM test, we have 16 gigs of DDR4 RAM, and we're looking at 2700, which is extremely fast. And then for the overall GPU test, we're looking at 10,583. So overall, pretty impressive for the PC benchmark. Alright, guys, in conclusion, this GL552 VW is a beast when it comes to benchmarks, especially for the price. We're looking at a 6th gen i7, 16 gigs of DDR4 RAM, a terabyte hard drive, and an expandable M.2 slot. So for $1,000, this computer is definitely a beast, definitely impressive. Now, as far as the video goes, guys, if you liked it, go ahead and hit the like button for me. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them below. And if you want to see more great videos like this, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, guys. Thank you, and have a great day.